Hey everyone, it's Alexander Robinson. Welcome to the channel, and this is my review for War of the Worlds, which came out in 2005, directed by Steven Spielberg and stars Tom Cruise. This movie is based off the H.G. Wells book of the same name, and follows Tom Cruise as this father who is kind of estranged from his kids, especially his oldest son. His ex-wife leaves the two of them with him while she and her husband go off to Boston, but an alien invasion starts happening. There's unusual lightning strikes. These giant walker-like war machines come out of the ground and start eradicating humans and destroying everything in sight. So Tom Cruise basically has to get his kids back to their mother to try to keep them safe and essentially survive this alien invasion. So this is the movie that y'all voted on for this month's viewer-picked retro review. It was actually a close call between this and Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, which honestly, I was kind of rooting for that to win, but y'all are the ones in control of these polls. I'm not. But I also want to give a special thanks to Lassiter Factor, who actually nominated this film as part of the YouTube membership perk, where you can nominate these movies while everyone else votes on them. So I have not seen this movie in a long time. I didn't see it when it came out in theaters. I saw it about a year later after it came out on DVD, and I remember the overall vibe of this movie just being a collective, it's okay. Like, it didn't really seem that impressive to people. I didn't even find it impressive myself when I first saw it on DVD. But you know what? That was like 20 years ago. How does it hold up now? Well, after rewatching the movie for myself, I look at this in the same way that I look at the Dino De Laurentiis remake of King Kong, where when it came out, nobody really cared for it, and it's kind of had this reputation of people not caring for it. But now, I think it's pretty good for the kind of movie it is. Is it one of Steven Spielberg's best movies? No, not even close. Is it one of Tom Cruise's best movies? Again, not even in the same ballpark as his best, but I think there's a lot to admire about this adaptation of War of the Worlds. For one, Spielberg doesn't make this movie in the same way Roland Emmerich made Independence Day. That movie was more or less focused on the alien invasion and the people that are working to try and stop that invasion. Will Smith in that movie, he's gonna kick some ass, he's gonna punch an alien in the face, and smoke a cigar while he does it. Tom Cruise in War of the Worlds, he and his kids are just trying to survive. Like, this movie is more about the survival aspect and how people respond to this huge crisis that's happening. There are several scenes where Tom Cruise is just trying to protect his kids and get them out of harm's way, while also dealing with not just the alien invaders, but all the people that are in a mass panic and are willing to kill each other to basically survive. It is insane the way all these people react to the alien invasion and how animalistic they become, which, again, we are the same species that panic bought toilet paper when the pandemic started. But staying on topic with War of the Worlds, we're also the same species that lost our shit in thinking that the Orson Welles broadcast was real. So I really love that Spielberg focused on this aspect and the paranoia that people have over something that they don't quite understand. As for the alien invasion sequences, those moments are shot from the ground's perspective. Like, we get a point of view of the human characters. We're in the middle of the crossfire. It's kind of like watching the first Michael Bay Transformers, where you're really in the action as opposed to just watching it from a distance. And it's something that Gareth Edwards did with his Godzilla in 2014. But what Spielberg successfully does in War of the Worlds that Gareth Edwards did not is actually showcase a lot of destruction. You feel the panic when you're watching these sequences, and the aliens do not hold back. They are killing people left and right. They are destroying buildings nonstop, causing massive explosions. You get a lot of alien destruction scenes, despite the fact that they're not filmed in the same way that Independence Day shoots them. And for the record, I think Gareth Edwards' Godzilla is a better movie overall than Spielberg's War of the Worlds, but maybe that's a bias thing for me. As for the characters, this movie came out in a weird time when everybody was making fun of Tom Cruise and people didn't really like him all that much. It mainly was because of his controversy on Oprah, so I guess that turned a lot of people off, but looking at this movie 20 years later, and with the idea of who Tom Cruise has become now, he's actually quite good in this film. Like, he got nominated for a Razzie for Worst Actor, but again, the Razzies are just completely worthless, and I think that nomination was just more the fact that they wanted to dogpile on making fun of Tom Cruise, because he's actually good in this movie. He's not a compelling character per se, he's just basically Tom Cruise, but he does a good job. His relationship with his daughter, played by Dakota Fanning, is also really compelling. However, I wish the father-daughter relationship and the survival aspect of these two characters was more the central focus, and that we didn't have to have Tom Cruise's shithead son, played by Justin Chatwin, who ended up being Goku in Dragon Ball Evolution. He's much better in this movie than he is in Dragon Ball Evolution, mainly because Spielberg knows how to work with actors. But I just found this character to be completely obnoxious, irritating. I didn't quite understand why he was so angsty throughout the entire movie and angry. Like, there weren't even points where he was angry at his dad. He was just being angry for no reason at all. Okay, there is a reason. He's angry at the alien invaders for basically coming down and destroying everything, but it's just not that compelling. He's a one-note character, essentially, and I didn't really care for him. The other big issue I have with the movie is something that everybody has said: the ending. The ending is there. Like, it just kind of stops, and there's no real build-up to how the aliens are defeated. So you're watching the whole movie with the survival aspect, but you're also wondering, how are they going to stop the aliens? And it's just more or less waiting it out for the aliens to succumb to Earth's atmosphere that they can't handle. And I thought, really? That's how we're ending this? I never read the book, I never saw the original movie, and I never heard the radio broadcast, so I don't know how the ending is in those versions. But just watching this movie and basing the ending for what it is here, it's very anticlimactic. And then one personal problem I had with the movie that isn't fair to the movie itself: I couldn't help but watch this and think about Scary Movie 4, which is largely a parody of both War of the Worlds and the Saw movies. This was even a problem when I first saw the movie, because scenes would play out that made me go, oh, that's that scene from Scary Movie 4, because I actually saw Scary Movie 4 before I saw War of the Worlds. But again, that's a me problem. It's not fair to the movie itself, which is actually much better than I remembered. I had a very so-so impression of the movie when I first saw it on DVD, but rewatching it again, there are things to really admire about it. Spielberg's direction is very well done. John Williams' score isn't one of his best, but it does get the job done. There's a lot of tension throughout, and I love that Spielberg plays on the panic that people would have during a situation like this. I just wish the characters were a little more interesting, because they aren't that interesting to really make this movie great, but it's still good at the end of the day. I am curious to one day watch the original War of the Worlds, which I do have on the Criterion Collection, but just for this remake here, it's pretty good. And there you go, that's my review for War of the Worlds. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I want to give a special thank you to my subscribers and YouTube members right over here. You guys are the reason why this channel continues to grow every day, and if you want to help to financially support the channel and have the ability to nominate next month's retro movie review, you can do so via YouTube memberships for as little as $1.99 a month. But until next time, I want to know what you guys think about the 2005 version of War of the Worlds. Whatever your opinions are, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell button to get notifications. If you want to find me elsewhere on the internet, you can find me on these social media platforms and my theme park and travel channel right here on YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, have a good day and take care of yourselves.